What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to RGC Games. In today's video, you're going to be watching the first ever episode of the MCE tutorial series. Basically, I just recently started a Let's Play, and I wanted it to be sort of like a guide where I kind of guide you through how, not necessarily you should play MCE, but if you're a new player and you're new to modded Minecraft, there's a ton of mods and you might just be a little bit confused, a little bit aimless, not know what to do or how to make the most of the mods. And yeah, it can be tough. So I do realize that a Let's Play is kind of a long and drawn out video, right? It's a long and drawn out series. It's a whole Let's Play. There's a ton to do in modded Minecraft. And, you know, some people may not have the time or may not be willing to watch an entire Let's Play to sift through it and find information that they need if they just want to quickly make a build. So enter the MCE tutorial series. And basically what I'm going to be doing is going through episode by episode and kind of just explaining certain things that you can do in MCE and, you know, effective ways to help you progress and make the most out of the mods, like we said. So in today's episode, we are going to be going over the quest book, Tinkers and Mining. This is some of the stuff that you're really going to want to do here probably in your first couple of days on your new server or world or whatever you may be playing. So let's get into the quest book. If you hit your inventory here, I am in creative, yours won't be this sweet, but you can go over to your quest book. Now when you first start off, this is your starting quest. So you need to hit here, sign there, and you're going to start getting rewards. And you can just, you know, scroll through. There is a lot to be discovered in the quest book, and for each one you get rewards. So let's say we'll just use this for an example, test dummy. So it wants you to craft a test dummy, and once you complete this mission, you will be able to claim your rewards like so. And this is going to be your best friend. Yeah, go through this quest book, get your rewards, because you can use them to buy stuff in the shop. There is lots of different items here in the shop. There's a convenient search bar, and I found that if I'm trying to craft something and I don't have the resources for it, oftentimes you can check your shop here, search it up, and you might just be able to buy it. So that is pretty neat. Next up on our list is going to be Tinkers, and I also just want to make a quick shout out to this mod. I believe it is not enough items or just enough items. I don't know. There's a different name for it on this mod pack, I believe, but it's pretty cool. If you ever need anything, if you want to find something that is you know, hear me say, for instance, let's just type in Tinkers here. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, it works, but you do @Tinkers, and it'll bring up nothing but like Tinker's versions of like mod. So only Tinker stuff is going to be here, and then we can type something like tool station, and boom, that really helps us narrow down what we're looking for. So let's go ahead, let me get everything prepared, and we'll talk about Tinkers. Okay, here is our basic Tinker setup. So I've already got everything laid out and placed down, and I'm gonna go into detail on each item. So I don't want to baby you guys and get you used to seeing, you know, the recipe from me, right? The sooner you learn how to navigate the not enough item system yourself, it is going to make your life so much easier here on MCE. There are tons, and I mean tons of different items, different blocks. So what you can do is I will hover this, and in the top left you'll see exactly what item it is. I'll tell you what item it is, and then to figure out how to build it, your little homework is going to be going into this and learning to navigate this system. So here you can see it shows you everything you need. You can kind of get a look, and it will rotate between the different variations. Just know any type of wood will work in most situations. And you may see something that you don't know how to build. So a wood casing, right? That's not vanilla Minecraft. Well, you click it and boom, it shows you exactly how to build that item. Bonus points, you can bring yourself a crafter or crafting table on a stick. And if you want to learn to figure out how to build that, you can also hover something, right? So I've got it hovered and I press R, it'll show me the recipe for it. Alternatively, you can hover something and press U, and it'll show you what the uses are for. So you can use this to craft every item in the game, or most of the items in the game. So, crafting table on a stick is pretty cool. You can carry this around with you while you're mining, and if you need to craft anything, you've got yourself a portable crafting table that you don't have to place and break and grab it over and over again. So, we've got a small storage crate here, and you're just going to need some storage for all of your tinkering and tonkering. So small storage crate is way better than just a vanilla chest. It has a different texture, and it has a lot of storage. So let's get into the setup we have going here. The first thing in our row of 5 machines is going to be the stencil table. Inside of this stencil table, we have blank patterns. So remember guys, I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to baby you. Look up the things and figure out how to build them yourselves. I'm telling you, it's going to make your life easier. But blank patterns are going to be used to make patterns that we use to make tools. So let's say we want to make a pickaxe, our first pickaxe in the world. You're probably wondering, how do I make that? So we're going to navigate over to our tool station here, and let's select pickaxe. So what do we need? We're going to need this, this, and that, and alternatively you can look over here, a binding, a pickaxe head, and a tool rod. So those are all the components, and it's got all of this stuff here as well. So we'll come right on over to our stencil table. We have all of our blank patterns in here. And let's just grab ourselves the tool rod pattern, the binding pattern, and the pickaxe head pattern. Now we move right on over to our little assembly line that we have set up. And the cool thing about this is, since it is right here next to a pattern chest, we can just kind of easily navigate that inventory since it's connected. So the first thing we'll build is our tool rod pattern. Now how this part builder works is, we're going to go over here and we have resources. This is the resources that we have, and you will take it. So we want our handle to be made out of wood, so we'll do that, and this will show you all the various stats and different things that your tool will make. We are only worried about the handle here. So the handle will give us a modifier of 1, and this is how suitable the material is as a handle. The total durability of the tool will be multiplied by this. So that is your multiplier. You're going to get it 1. So whatever the durability is, it's going to be the durability. It's not going to get like bonus points or anything. It's not multiplying it, but by itself. Hopefully that isn't too confusing. We're going to do our binding, and we will just make that out of stone. And you can see a binding would be considered extra, so that's going to give us 15 durability. Lastly, we've got our pickaxe head here, and we're also going to be making that out of stone. So this is just a cool way of making your stone pickaxe that you would normally make, but we're going to be using Tinker's tools. And here, a stone pickaxe head is considered a head. It will have 90 durability. It will be able to mine up to iron. It will have a mining speed of 3 and an attack of 3. Now we have all of our components here, so we're going to move over to the tool station, select our pickaxe, and voila, we have ourselves a stone pickaxe. And if you have it here, let's get out of that interface. If you just place it in here, it will show you all of the stats for your stuff, and you even get traits. So for each different material, there is a different trait that you will gain from using that. So ecological is from our wooden handle, and renewable resources are so good they regenerate by themselves. I actually don't know what that means. I don't know what that does. Cheeky comes from stone, and stone is bad for your tool, has less durability. That's not great, but it is what it is, and I'll explain in a little bit why that is good for us. And cheap, more bang for your buck, increased durability gained when repairing the tool. So I don't know exactly how that works, but it's unimportant. The real main gist of it is that you understand each different material has its own trait. Now there are a bunch of various different tools. Obviously we have the shovel, we have the hatchet, and we have a really cool one called the mattock, which is actually a shovel and a hatchet combined. I will say this only is effective on dirt, so and plants. Let's not forget plants. But if you run into sand or gravel, this won't really cut it. So most of the time I do just go for two different tools. It's annoying having to fill up multiple slots, but you know, it is what it is. So you will again do the same exact thing, except you're going to go ahead and select a different tool head for each of these. Alright, so I've went ahead and changed myself into a survival world, and let's go ahead and get to mining. So this is what you would be doing, right? And it's not incredible, right? We have low durability, we have low mining speed, and we have, you know, basic stone tools like you normally would in any Minecraft world. So we've ran into our first vein here, and now I want to highlight something that is super clean and nice to have when you're in modded Minecraft. So first thing, actually, this is going to be an issue for your GUI scale is going to be set to auto, which is super huge for whatever reason, and if you ever go into your controls interface, things are just not going to work great. So first thing you're going to want to do is change this to you can go for normal. I like large because you can still access everything, see everything, but it's large. You don't have to squint your little eyes when you're playing hours of Minecraft because you're addicted to this game, unless you don't have those problems. But yeah, we're gonna look down here in the search menu for excavate. And now, excavate. This will be set to some sort of key, but I would recommend setting it to something that, you know, feels right for you. I believe it's on tilde or like gravel, gavel, whatever the key is. Set it to something that you feel comfortable hitting, and then you hold that down and you mine, and look at that. Oh baby, it mines the whole thing for you. You don't have to worry about it. It is going to come at the cost of hunger points down here, and obviously it's going to wreck your Dura. But let's go ahead and keep mining until we break this pickaxe. While we're mining, I would also like to point out that it is going to be extremely dark for you guys on your screen. So this mod pack does have something called Hardcore Darkness, and that is a mod that makes darkness hardcore. So really quickly, now that we have our stone pickaxe, the durability is jacked, I do want to show y'all something cool. This is a torch launcher. So the way the torch launcher works is you can put it in your offhand here. And the way you get these, you can look up the recipe yourself, but it is pretty expensive for just starting out. So what I would recommend doing is going through your quest book, completing what you can, getting that 450 points, and just purchasing yourself a torch launcher. But let's say we're moving on down and it's starting to get a little dark. Boom, you right click and you've got a torch there. And this thing has an insane amount of durability. If you're trying to like place torches in your house or something, and you know, pick them up, it will actually pick up any torches that are on the ground, and it will just go into the torch launcher itself. You won't get the torch, it's just going to refill the torch launcher. So if you see random torches out and about on generated structures, break them all and you will refill your torch launcher. So we're back up here at our Tinker's Tools station, and we're going to go ahead and repair our pickaxe really quick. So the cool thing is you just throw this in here, you throw in a bunch of stone that you just received from doing your mining, and all it takes is a little bit of stone to repair your tool. Now, it is annoying to have to come back up here all the time, so there's two ways we can get around this. A, you can do /set home, and that is a command that will set your home here, and if I'm off running about, and you know, I just want to get home really quickly, you do /home, and boom, you're back here. There is a cooldown on this in survival, but if you're server op, then, oh, whoops, wrong command. If you're server op, then it will just allow you to come right back. So be wary, don't overuse the command, and you should be good. But alternatively, if you don't want to have to use /home all the time to come back and repair your tools while you're down mining, you can create yourself something. Where is it? Here. It can be hard to find. It's hard to find. It's the first one. A sharpening kit. So we'll come over to our part builder here, and whoops. You put a stack of cobblestone and you will be able to make 32 stone sharpening kits. So the way this is going to work is, let's say we're mining. Bada boom. Bada bang. We've lost some Dura on our stone pickaxe. You can take that, put your stone sharpening kit, and you grab it out like so. So that is very clean, and you can just do your thing down here in the mines. Oh, clay. This is a great time to showcase the excavate option with clay. So you can't do it on sand or gravel, but if you run into a clay vein and you use your excavate key, it will allow you to grab up all of that clay. Clay is going to be important for us later on in the game, so I would say just go ahead and grab it. As a matter of fact, most things are going to be important for us later on in the game, so just grab everything. And yeah, last bit of knowledge here for our first episode that I want to give you guys is how to make yourself an Akashic Tome. So let's grab ourselves some sticks here. Let's just grab a stack. And what you'll do is you'll take a stick. I guess I don't have a crafting thing. Well, we'll use our crafting table on a stick, but you can throw this in your normal crafting inventory and you will get this book called the Akashic Tome. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself 2 of them. And what you'll do is you'll right click this and then you can pick some books. So for what we're doing right now, you're going to want this Materials in You Tinker's Construct book. And you will later be getting into this bad boy, because this is the armor station, this is the tool station, and they have their own respective books. For this episode, all we care about is tools, and this is right here going to be all the materials you can build your tools out of. It is kind of a maze. I would suggest familiarizing yourself with where each thing is located so you can quickly navigate there. And all you're really going to be concerned with is kind of like the stuff you have access to, right? And it'll show you, how all of that stuff works, the trait that it has, and it also shows you how modifiers work. So this is the last thing I wanted to talk about. You have a lot of different modifiers. I will let y'all go through here and look at them yourself, but the ones we care about today are haste. Luck is something that we could talk about. Diamond, emerald, and fortified. So let me go over to the tables and show you how these things work. Alright, so let's say you're tired of using the stone pickaxe. It's super slow, it's super annoying, and you just want to be able to mine faster. You're thinking of upgrading to iron. I would caution against it, because we can do something like this where you go ahead and you can see here we have 3 modifiers. So choose wisely how you want to use them. Haste is going to allow you to mine faster. It's going to increase our mining speed from, what do we have over here? 3, and it's going to upgrade it to nearly 10, 9.96. So let's go ahead and take that. We've got that modifier done. Now that is going to go through a lot of redstone, so you're going to need to find some of that first. But it's pretty nice. The next thing we can do is kind of deal with our mining level. So we can only mine iron right now, and that's a problem. Obviously, for things like obsidian or, gold, diamonds, you're going to want to be able to mine higher than the level of iron. Now you are going to need to find some sort of diamonds or somehow get yourself obsidian. You're going to need a diamond pickaxe to farm this. So I usually use my first 3 diamonds on a pickaxe only to farm obsidian so we can do this. So we will take an obsidian and make a sharpening kit. We will take 1 flint, and this is going to allow us to fortify our tools. So let's do this here, and now this thing will be fortified, and you can see it actually shows on the graphics here that you get a little bit of obsidian on the tips of your tool, and that's going to increase our mining level all the way up to cobalt. So that is amazing. And you have a couple of options for your last slot here. Now our durability is still going to be an issue. We've still only got where is it? 104 max durability. So that isn't fun. With Lapis you can add luck, and luck is going to act kind of like fortune. And with this last modifier, we got 2 modifiers. I forgot the fortification doesn't actually take up a modifying slot. So we can go ahead and add ourselves luck, or you could add more speed if you really want to mine like a crackhead. What I'm going to do, just for an example, is give us the luck trait. And if we grab ourselves a diamond here, you only need 1. We can place this, and you can see here that that's going to increase our durability all the way up to 604. That is crazy, boys. That is crazy, because now we have a super pickaxe, right? That can mine, decently fast. Again, you can up this a little bit to higher mining speed if you decided to go with more redstone over the luck trait. And all you need to repair this is stone. That's right. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. You can have a repairable pickaxe that does everything a diamond pickaxe can do, and all you need to repair it is a little bit of stone. So again, you can go over to the tool station and repair it, or you could pop it in here and pull it out. And that is the same way it works for all of your tools. You can upgrade these, you can modify these however you see fit. Now, look at this. Eventually, with all this mining that you're now going to be able to do with your incredibly OP tools, your storage is going to fill up. And that is where we're going to end today's episode. I believe that covers everything. We did the quest book, we talked about Tinkers, and we talked about mining. So, make sure you like the video if you liked the video, and be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can come back and see episode 2, where we will go over some more things that will help you deal with all of that stuff that you have mined up and need to store. Hope you guys have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace.